Welcome back to Math 107 College Algebra. In this video, we're going to take a look at the substitution method for solving a system of linear equations. So, I'm going to give you the system of equations x plus y plus z is equal to 6. And then 2x minus y minus z is equal to negative 3. And finally, x minus 2y plus 3z is equal to 6. So the idea we want to do with the substitution method is we want to pick one equation to solve for one variable. So I'm going to solve the one on the bottom here for x. So I'll subtract 3z from both sides and add 2y to both sides. I get x equals 6 plus 2y minus 3z. So I can now make that substitution into the other two equations. So I get 6 plus 2y minus 3z plus y plus z equals 6. And then the other substitution, 2 times 6 plus 2y minus 3z minus y minus z equals negative 3. So I'm going to go ahead and solve that second equation for the variable y. So first I'll distribute the 2, so I get 12 plus 4y minus 6z minus y minus z equals negative 3. Combining my like terms, get 3y minus 7z plus 12 is equal to negative 3. Subtract 12 and add 7z to both sides, so I get 3y is equal to 7z minus 15. And then divide through by 3, I get y is equal to 7z minus 15 all over 3, and I will go ahead and leave it in this form. Because what I can now do is come back to my previous equation here. And first I'll combine some like terms. So 3y minus 2z plus 6 is equal to 0. And actually I know a value for 3y in the previous step, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. So 7z minus 15 minus 2z plus 6. And why did I put a 0 there? That should be a 6. So now let's go ahead and combine our like terms here. So I get 5z minus 9 is equal to 6. Adding 9 to both sides, 5z is equal to 15. So z is equal to 3. And then just put a line here to separate equations going on. So now that I know that z is 3, I can come down here where I have y in terms of z. So I plug my value for z in there. So I get y is equal to 7 times 3 minus 15 over 3. And that simplifies to y equals 2. And now I can take my values both for z and y and plug them in here to the equation I have for x. So I get x equals 6 plus 2 times 2 minus 3 times 3. And then that's 6 plus 4 minus 9. So I get x equals 1. And usually I'm okay with that kind of a solution, but a lot of times we're going to be looking for an ordered n-tuple, as it's called. You're familiar with ordered pairs from the coordinate plane. When we have more than one variable, we'll just put them in a list in that same form. So we put x first, then y second, and finally z third. So our solution is the point in three-dimensional space, 1, 2, 3. So that's how we use substitution to solve a system of equations, but as we can see, this can get a little bit messy with the arithmetic. So in the next set of videos, we're going to take a look at a different method that we can use to solve these systems of equations.